If you want this, I got to come get this. I gotta be everything you want me to be, babe. You know I'm loyal. This hand is royal. It don't get no better than this. If you need to be feeling believe it, I'm gonna be everything you want me to be, babe. You know I'm loyal. This hand is royal. It don't get no better than this.
But I just want to see him. So I'm excited to see him, just excited to share this day with, our closest friends and family, and just having a good time. So just celebrating the love that we have together.
A little anxious, a little nervous, but I'm ready to do it, ready to just finalize the journey of the last 5 years, that me and Chris have known each other. So I just want to seal the deal, make her mine.
It's just, our relationship from what it started at to what it has become. We've just grown so much, and it was one of those loves that, you really learned in. And I truly feel that Dave and I fought to be together and fought to make our relationship work.
If you want this, I got to come get this. I gotta be everything you want me to be, babe. You know I'm loyal. This hand is royal. It don't get no better than this. If you need to be feeling believe it, I'm gonna be everything you want me to be, babe. You know I'm loyal. This hand is royal. It don't get no better than this.
I've never happy cried in my life, and I'm not a big crier in general. So I always told Krista when I met her, the only time I cried was when my childhood dog died, and besides that, I just don't cry. So I don't know how it's going to be, but I think if I do cry, I'll be able to pull it together. But I'm sure there'll be a few moments that get me here. So.
You guys can take this time to get your tissues ready now if you need to. Well, hey, before we move on with the ceremony, Dave and Krista would like to take a few moments to recognize and honor Krista's parents. As many of you may or may not know, her parents are not here with us today. But we had an amazing opportunity to already marry Dave and Krista and had a beautiful wedding ceremony with Krista's mother. And it was by far one of the most precious weddings I've ever been a part of.
So I just want to take you on a little progression of how our relationship grew through my eyes.
But let's get to how Krista and Dave met. Krista was sitting at my house, and we're just talking, and she starts telling me how her Uncle Rocky is going to set her up on this date with this guy he met at Guardian.
Sat down with me and was like, hey, do you have a girlfriend? And if you don't know, Uncle Rocky plays for the other team, So I told him hey, that I don't do that. But he was like, no, I'm asking for my niece because she's single, and he showed me a few pictures, so I was like, yeah, I'll definitely meet her.
Wasn't looking to meet somebody. He wanted me to meet this guy that he works with, was around my age. I was 26 at the time. I said, sure, great, I'll go out with him.
And all of a sudden, she gets a text from Dave about going to the Cheesecake Factory for dinner. She lays face down on the stairs and goes, Michelle, I can't, he's just a baby.
And I was laying face first down her steps like, I'm not going. I refuse to go on this date. I'm not going with this child.
Keep in mind, Chris is only 26 and Dave's only 23. She can be very dramatic. So she goes to dinner and comes back saying how cute he is and I can't wait for you to meet him, and even adds that he heard Bruce Springsteen on the way to dinner, which is John's favorite. She took this as a sign, and after 5 years, they're living happily ever after.
And then, a couple weeks later, she invited me back to her house, and she was like, I'll make you dinner tonight. I was like, okay. And I was expecting, a real good, Italian dinner. She's 100% Italian. She took tortilla chips and took shredded cheese and put it in the microwave. At that point, I was like, this is real. This is real. And then I saw your bond with your mother. And I fell hard. Head over heels in love with you. And then you met my family. I thought I couldn't love you any more than I did the day that I put the engagement ring on your finger. And then Linda got sick. And the care you showed her made me fall in love with you all over again. I know you'd give anything to have Linda here right now, and so would I. I know you have Linda's heart. And for that, I promise you always have my heart.
When I sat down to write these promises to you, I realized what I needed to say to you is simple, and that's thank you. Thank you for being my best friend. The person who lets me lose my shit and then helps me pick up the pieces. And I promise to carry you when you can't walk. And I promise to give you the unconditional love that you show me each and every day. If it's just a friend that you need, just let it be me. I love you.
All right, for those of you that don't know me, my name's Michael. I'm the eldest brother. Even as a baby, David would get this look on his face. Mom knows what's coming. And he would hit his head off the floor. Bang! Over the years, our families constantly thought to Dave, Dave, don't do it. Dave, don't do it. Dave, don't do it. Krista, the way Dave looks at you, it's like something out of a movie. I've never seen my brother this happy and truly love someone the way he loves you. This is one of those rare Dave, do it moments.
Well, Dave and Krista, although you guys are technically already married, I still think it's only right for me to end it this way. Now that you've given yourselves before us and God is witness, I now pronounce you a husband and wife again. Dave, you can kiss your bride.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to bring the noise as we introduce our stars of the evening for the brand new Mr. and Mrs. David and Krista Roberts!
We both grew up with great parents that always did things for us, so I imagine myself either being on a beach on a family vacation with my kids and playing, or like going to their ball games at the field and just kind of sitting there with friends and family.
You know, we always say that, you know, my mother was selfless, and so is Dave. He's a selfless person, and it just makes you love him the minute, you know, that you meet him. So yeah, I just don't ever want to be without him.